Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kevin here, and welcome back to another World of Tanks Xbox 360 video. Today's video is over the BDR G1B, the Tier 5 French heavy tank. This replay here is from yours truly in a Tier 6 match down to Tier 4 on Siegfried Line. So right in the middle is a standard battle, and I'm having a good amount of fun in this tank. I actually have the ARL 44 unlocked. In terms of XP, it is unlocked. I just need like 100k more silver to unlock it and have it in my garage. So expect some videos on that. And this is sadly probably the last video you'll see of the steel potato on this channel, unless I ever come back and revisit it, which is very likely, but maybe I will sometime in the future. So why would you want to revisit this tank? I think the main reason I would want to revisit this tank is because of its 90mm gun. The 90mm on the BDR G1B is very devastating. It's a tier 7 gun. It actually has amazing damage, amazing penetration, but of course the handling is the trade-off. It's pretty bad in terms of handling. Obviously you can't have a gun that's good at damaging, great penetration, and then has great handling. That wouldn't be a very good balance on this tank at tier 5. That would be a little OP, I think we can agree on that. But it has really good damage and really good penetration. So even in a tier 6 game, you can do really well. And that's one of the reasons why I like playing on Siegfried Line on this standard battle was a lot of people will come to the center of this town area. And when you have bad aiming time and bad accuracy on this tank, on this 90mm gun, it's really nice to be really close up to somebody's face instead of having to aim in, of course. If you're playing on a map like, I don't know, Sand River, and you're aiming from like a sand dune to another at like a good distance, it's not going to be a lot of fun, and you're most likely going to miss. Either you're going to aim in for a while, get the shell in, and do some damage, and then you're going to take a bunch of damage back, or you're going to deal no damage because you're just going to miss. But when you're on a map like this, you can actually just keep kind of pulling back out, kind of like the peekaboo method, and really get some damage in quickly and then back out. And that's a main staple, I mean, flagship idea in World of Tanks, if you want to do good, is you want to mitigate the damage that you're taking in, but you also want to maximize the damage that you output. And every tank has its own way to do that. For me, on this tank, the map that I'm playing on right here, it's a close quartered battle map, so that's really good for me in this tier 7 gun that I'm using, the tier 9, or excuse me, the 90mm. It's really good because it's got bad handling, so I need something that's close quartered. And also I'm using the map because you see those arches in the architecture of the buildings to my right there where my reticle is pointing. I'll keep going around these because I can just aim in right through the arches and do some damage to my enemies. And it's a really good spot for this tank because, one, I can do the damage I need to do. It's close quartered, and also if I need to back out, the arches at a certain angle, depending on where the enemy is looking at, they kind of like stack up in a way, and the viewing angle of the enemy to my tank gets reduced by a lot if I do it correctly, which you'll see me do a lot this game. Not so much as of from now on, but before I was using it a lot to my advantage. This KB85 here was just going straight across the map there and get 2 shells into him. I don't finish him off, unfortunately. I was hoping I could. My main threat, though, was the KV2. The KV2 here is not using the 152, I don't believe. I think, from what I can tell, it's a small screen that I'm looking at here. It looks like the 107mm, so I'm not sure if that's the 122 or the 107. I think it was the 107 he was using. But right here, the KB85, he was kind of being a bit of a nuisance. He was in a, decent spot. I wasn't sure if I didn't want to take these shots at his turret just yet, just for the fact that I wanted to get a clean shot on him. I felt like if I missed, he would just come around that corner, do a lot of damage to me, and then do it again if I missed again, and he would just kill me because, I don't have that much HP here. I have like 400, and the armor is still pretty weak on this tank, which is a trade-off of having such a good gun. But right here, he gets cocky again. He's showing off that turret. I wait till he stops moving, and I get the kill on him. And then the M5 Stewart, and, bless his heart, very brave here. Yeah, I'll let the gameplay speak for itself there. But at this point in the game, it's 11-7. The M4 is somewhere in the back. There's just some enemy tanks scattered around this area of the map. Unfortunately, the SU-100 picks off my friend, but he is completely showing the backside of his tank, so I pick him off. But then the KV-2 appears right here. If the KV2 was using the 152mm right there, I would have been dead if he had the shell loaded, most likely. It was very close quartered. He had the side of my tank. It would most likely would have just been a one shot and I would have been dead. But fortunately for us, it wasn't, and the gameplay is speeding up here because not a whole lot's going to happen for the rest of the game because, yeah, just nothing happens. The ELCMX finishes up the M4, and that is the game. But the post-screen results here are showing off a pretty decent game. 56,000 silver, 1,308 base XP, and 1,556 damage. A mastery badge, 95% class, which is pretty darn good. Better than 95% of the players, of course. That's what that means, of course. So that's pretty good, and overall, I was pretty happy with the gameplay. So I'm excited for the AR level 44 video to come out soon enough, and some more World of Tanks Xbox 360 content for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.